It's your motherfucking boy. In this bitch. What's good? What's going on with y'all out there, man? I had to come in and follow up yesterday's amazing announcement that 3 black men got broke off and paid beyond recognition up in this bitch. 1, Patrick Mahomes. 2, the guy who you swear in your life ain't good enough to get paid or play football no more, Colin Kaepernick. And Bubba Wallace all got paid yesterday. All 3 of them motherfuckers got paid. And I'm happy as fuck that they did. Okay? Because I like to see people mad. I like to see you mad as fuck. I love it. I love to see you guys mad. I love to see you disgruntled. I love to see you make excuses. Okay? But at the end of the day, you don't mean shit because you ain't stopping nothing. So, I'm coming in today because, like I said, all of the details behind Patrick Mahomes' brand new potential $503 million deal is starting to leak out now. Now we're starting to find out all the nuances and all the ways that money is made and what has to happen. Okay? And how creative people are with the bag, man, because there has been some very valid questions on how are the Kansas City Chiefs gonna go forward when they have committed that much money to one guy. Okay? And I got some answers because I'm a smart motherfucker and I'm smart enough to know that I need to make sure I'm doing my research before I come in here and start talking shit. But here's what we're working with, okay? Here's what we knew yesterday. Patrick Mahomes, 24 years old. It had been reported that he signed on several different sites, several different places. You would see different numbers. The first number that I saw on ESPN was 477 million. Then I saw on CNN, it was 503 million. Then I saw ESPN correct it to 503. Then I saw Fox say the same shit. Fox Sports 1. The real answer is we don't know what the contract's going to end up as. We know what the maximum amount of money can be. But that doesn't mean Patrick Mahomes is walking around with half a billion dollars. Okay? We're talking about a deal that will not be, we will not know until 2031, 12 years from now, whether or not Patrick Mahomes got a $500 million or not. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what I'm reading and what I'm finding out. Okay? There is something called the headline, and there's something called the fine print. Okay? Let's say that shit twice. There is something called the headline, which all you guys read. You might read a paragraph if you're lucky. After that, you're running down the block. But at the bottom, it's called the fine print. All right? So, before I get started and break this shit down, let's understand something. Patrick Mahomes getting paid like a motherfucker regardless. Let's understand that shit. 24 years old, will not turn 25 until September 17th. My birthday, September the 18th. My wife's birthday, September the 19th. Okay? So, he's definitely going to be rich for a long fucking time. But we need to fucking break down his contract right quick. All right? So here's what we got. Let me get comfortable with shit. Because this is, I got to explain. Okay? Mike Trout, who plays for the Anaheim Angels, has the biggest contract in sports with a $422 million 10-year deal to play baseball. All right? Patrick Mahomes' number is higher at 503. But Patrick Mahomes' contract is not guaranteed. Okay? Mike Trout is. Okay? Baseball contracts guaranteed. NBA contracts guaranteed. All right? Football contracts are not guaranteed. They have options. They can opt out after a certain length of time. All right? So, the only thing that is guaranteed right now with Patrick Mahomes' extension, I explained this yesterday. This is not an old tear up the old contract and start over. This is, here's your existing contract, Patrick Mahomes. We're going to, at the end of it, we're going to extend it another 10 years. It's an extension, which means right now you're still getting paid the same amount. I've explained this shit yesterday. Okay? Patrick Mahomes' contract does not start until 2023. That's 2 years, basically 2 years after this season. Okay? You can't count this season. You got to count 2 years after that. All right? Going into the 2023 season, Patrick Mahomes is going to start that contract. Meanwhile, he's only getting paid $2.5 million this year to play. Okay? I told you guys that yesterday. If you missed yesterday's live, take your ass back and watch that shit. He is only guaranteed right now, with the contract signed, $144 million. Okay? That is all he's guaranteed, and that is an insurance policy against injury. If he tears his ACL, if he rips a tendon in his arm and he can never play again, he has to have Tommy John surgery. ACL, NCL. He already had an injury last year that could have been critical from a broken kneecap and shit. Okay? The only money that's guaranteed to him right now is $144 million based on an injury. That's all. Okay? But if he can not get hurt and he can make it, let me tell you how creative these motherfuckers have been, because a lot of people are saying, well, how are they going to be able to circumvent the cap? You're paying this guy all this money. What about trying to sign Tariq Hill and Kelsey and Travis Kelsey and all these motherfuckers? How are they gonna do that? Well, first of all, I don't give a fuck, because I'm a Raider fan and I hope Kansas City don't sign nobody. Okay, fuck all of that. Let's just be real. But you're not here for that. You're here for the answer. The way that they're gonna do it is the same way they're doing it now. Patrick Mahomes' base salary is going to be low as fuck. Okay? I just told you, the man that is a former MVP of the league, the man who is the reigning Super Bowl MVP right now, is only getting paid $2.5 million, okay, to play football. But those bonuses is where the money is, okay? Now, when his contract comes in and he starts getting paid, his base contract, he jumps up to $27 million next year, okay? But when he starts his new contract in 2023, he's only going to get paid $10 million base contract. Now, you're probably thinking, why the fuck would somebody do that? Why would you jump from $2.5 million this year, then jump to $27 million next year, and then drop back down to 10 million the year after that. That's why you're watching me, because I'm about to explain it to you. The only reason why Patrick Mahomes is getting paid $27 million next year when he got paid $2.5 million this year is because he's in his 5th year. They decided to say we're going to extend your contract and pay you next year, which is going to bump you up to, at the end of the season, you have to be within the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks. And they've estimated it to be like 27. Okay? But when the new contract hits, he's going to get paid $10 million. You're thinking, man, that's fucked up. Man, they're robbing Patrick Mahomes. Until you read the fine print. Patrick Mahomes is getting paid $10 million base salary to be the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. But his roster bonus is $49.6 million. Let me say that shit again. His base salary is $10 million to play quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. But if he's on the team, he gets a $49.6 million bag on top of the $10 million that he's getting to play quarterback, which equals $60 million. That's how they're doing it. Look at it this way. You work a job and you get paid $60,000 to work, but they're going to pay you $600,000 to come to work. You get paid to work, but if you're actually an employee at the company, we're going to cut you a $600,000 check. That's how they're doing it. That's how they're doing it. They're going to keep the cap low as shit, but those bonuses is going to be ridiculous. So once again, Patrick Mahomes is going to get paid $10 million base salary. But if he's on the roster come spring training or OTAs, he's going to get $49.6 million that year. Not counting all the incentives that he's going to get for being the #1 quarterback in yardage, touchdowns, QBR, yards per catch. All of those are checks. Okay? Patrick Mahomes might make $70 million in 1 year. Okay? Now, here's the other part. The reason why Patrick Mahomes signed this contract, it's a baseball-styled contract that has never been done in the National Football League. But Patrick Mahomes' father, Patrick Mahomes Sr., and his godfather played in the major leagues for 11 years. Okay? And Patrick Mahomes' dad, who played for the Mets, and he played for the Texas Rangers, and he played for other teams. Patrick Mahomes Sr., in 11 years of playing baseball in the major leagues, made less than $3 million in 11 years playing baseball. Okay? He made less than $3 million playing baseball. So guess what? He and Patrick Mahomes' godfather, who's also a pitcher, I think his name is LaTroy something. Neither one of them made a lot of money. They were millionaires, but they barely made any money in 10 years. That's like shit. Maybe $200,000 or $300,000 a year before taxes. And you're playing professional sports. This proves that just because you're a professional athlete doesn't mean you're getting paid. I've been telling you that. Okay? If you're black, if you're brown, if you're beige, you probably ain't getting paid what you're supposed to get paid unless you're an elite player. So, Patrick Mahomes Sr. told his son, do not make the same mistakes I made and your godfather made. Don't sign no short-term contracts and shit, because there's no guarantee that later on you're going to get paid. Now, what I liked about that was that I liked that a strong black father and a strong black godfather sat their son down and told him, don't fuck up like we did. And I took that personal. So in other words, my son, who will be a month old in 2 days, I'm going to sit his ass down and say, hey man, don't make this mistake I made. Don't make that mistake I made. Don't make this mistake your uncle made. Don't make this mistake that all your other uncles made. Don't make this mistake your aunties made. Don't make this mistake that any cousin Pookie and them motherfuckers made. Because I'm telling you this shit right now. If you're not sitting your son or daughter down and telling them what mistakes you made, they're going to fuck up. But a lot of parents don't want their kids to know they were fucked up. They fucked up. They don't want them to know that they used to be on that powder. They don't want you to know they used to be doing something strange for some fucking change and shit. You motherfuckers don't want to let your kids know, but guess what? They find out later that everything you thought you were hiding from them, they find that shit out. So Patrick Mahomes' dad said, fuck a short-term deal, get the money for the longest thing that you could get. I played baseball and I didn't get paid. I just told you the best contracts in sports is baseball. He didn't get paid. His godfather, who was also a pitcher, didn't get paid. Okay? And if you didn't know, Patrick Mahomes got drafted in the 2014 Major League Draft by the Detroit Tigers, and that's the reason why he didn't go play baseball, because his dad wasn't getting paid playing baseball. Okay? So, Patrick Mahomes signed a long-term deal that is very, very impossible for him to get the 503. Why? Because in year 6 of the brand new contract, they can opt out. Patrick Mahomes can opt out, and they'll probably renegotiate the contract then. I don't think that it's going to go all the way to the 12th, because by then there's going to be quarterbacks that's going to be making 70, 80 million a year. Okay? So Patrick Mahomes, he's probably going to get paid maybe around 200, 220, and then in year 6, they'll try to renegotiate and say, hey, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's try to restructure. You guys got to understand terminology when it comes to money and shit. Nobody tears up a fucking contract. They're either going to restructure it or add on to it. Okay? But he's probably not going to hit that 503. But he's definitely going to pass the highest paid player that ever played professional football. I bet you guys, I bet you can't even name this motherfucker. If I was to tell you, out of all the thousands and thousands of players that we've watched and we've been fans of, you would never guess that this particular guy is the highest paid player in the history of the league. If you're saying Tom Brady, it ain't. If you're saying Aaron Rodgers, it ain't. If you're saying any of these other dudes that you thinking is 8, they're not. Because this is going to show you why Patrick Mahomes signed this deal. The person who got paid from his salary, not counting bonuses and, finals and all that shit, Super Bowl MVPs and all that shit. I'm talking about money, salary. Okay? The person who got paid the most money in the history of the NFL based on contract, base salary only, is a guy you would never even expect got paid. It ain't who you think it is. The highest paid person is Eli Manning. Not Peyton Manning. Eli. Eli Manning got paid $254 million in contracts. And there's people talking about he may not make the Hall of Fame. He's got 2 Super Bowl wins. He beat Tom Brady twice. And he's the highest paid player in the history, 101-year history of the league. Patrick Mahomes should definitely beat that. But $500 million is going to be hard. Because if they try to do it, the Chiefs are going to probably say, hey, Pat, let's restructure, man, because now we're starting to pay you like $75 million a year. We got to figure this out, man. That's what's going to happen. But in the meantime, Patrick Mahomes made the right decision. He's guaranteed that. Now, with him having the insurance policy of $144 million, which is the only thing that's guaranteed at this point, he's not going to be able to do normal shit no more, man. There's no way in hell we're going to pay you that potential amount of money and your ass is going to be on a jet ski. That's out. You're not going to be playing basketball. That's out. You're not going to be, he can't even play baseball because Patrick Mahomes was a hell of a fucking pitcher and a shortstop. He got a gun of an arm. He's not going to be able to do the Deion Sanders and the Bo Jackson shit. He's not going to be playing baseball and playing football at the same time. They're not doing that. Okay? He's not going to be able to ride a motorcycle. He's not going to be able to do a lot of shit. It's in his contract. Now, for those of us that know Michael Jordan, if you didn't watch The Last Dance, then you don't know anything unless you're me or somebody that followed him and shit. Know that Michael Jordan had a love of the game clause in his contract, meaning that he could play basketball anytime he wanted to without it voiding his contract. But Jordan didn't have an injury clause in his contract to pay out $144 million. Okay? Patrick Mahomes did. So Patrick Mahomes won't be playing no basketball for 10 years. He won't be riding no jet skis for 10 years. He won't be skiing for 10 years. This nigga won't be bowling. He damn sure ain't going to be throwing no baseballs. Okay? So I just wanted to come in and make it crystal clear. I'm happy that the brother is still going to probably be the highest paid player in the history of the league. I just told you Peyton Manning has the record with 250-something million. But the contract probably won't go all the way to 2031 because by then, Patrick Mahomes will probably be, he's 24 now. He'll probably be like 29. And by then, they'll try to say, hey, man, we got to come back to the table, man. We're not trying to pay you $85 million for 1 year. Isn't that what happened to Michael Jordan? Didn't you guys watch The Last Dance? Jordan taking a pay cut after pay cut after pay cut after pay cut after pay cut. Pay Scotty. Pay Rodman, man. Pay Ron Harper, man. Pay all these other motherfuckers. And then when it's 2 final years, they had to pay Jordan $30 million on the fifth ring. And then they had to pay him $33 on the 6th ring, which is why there wasn't a 7th. Okay? Adjusted for inflation in 1998, $30 million is $50 million. They're not going to keep doing that shit. If Patrick Mahomes wins some Super Bowls, they're still going to come back and say, hey, Patrick, can we backload this deal? Can we say this? Can we say, look, man, we owe you the money, but can we backload it? Can we pay you like over the next 20 years after you retire? Like Bobby Bonilla. A lot of you guys don't understand. Bobby Bonilla has not played professional baseball since at least 15, 20 years. Okay? But he still gets a $1.1 million check every year until 2035. Because it was backloaded. So I'm trying to let you guys know, I'm not trying to act like his deal isn't phenomenal, But I'm just letting you know how far I'm a deep diver. I'm going to look and see how far shit goes, so I won't be walking around here swearing on my life some shit that ain't true. Okay? I hope Patrick Mahomes gets every cent that he could get, but we all know as time starts ticking, the rules start changing and shit. All right? 5 years from now, hey, Pat, we got to come in here and talk about this shit, man. Fuck, man, you robbing us blind, man. Damn. Well, I won these Super Bowls. I don't give a shit. Ask Tom Brady. Ask the Brad Pitt of the NFL. You give up 19 years of your life to the fucking the damn Patriots, and then in the year 20 they don't want to pay your ass. That's how it goes. Okay? I'm telling you, the business of sports is ruthless as shit. There is no loyalty when it comes to a bag. A lot of you guys are finding that out now during this pandemic and shit. A lot of you guys are finding out. You did all that shit at your job, and now you don't know if you're going to have a fucking job. Okay? You better start looking out for yourself. And salute to Patrick Mahomes' dad, and salute to Patrick Mahomes' godfather to tell him don't fuck up and sign itty-bitty deals like us. Now, that makes it even worse for Dak Prescott. Okay? This is why I keep trying to tell you guys, when one black quarterback gets shitted on, all of them get shitted on. Okay? Unless you're Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes. And why? Because they have one of these. You better be, if you black and you playing quarterback, you want to be taken care of, get you one of these. You don't get one of these, your motherfucking ass ain't no better than the rest of these niggas. So, let's talk about Dak. Let's talk about Dakota right quick. Dakota is living a nightmare right now. All right? The reason why his contract was not signed, for those of you guys that swear on your life, Dak isn't worth the money that he's getting. If Dak Prescott would have said this, look, I'll accept a 3-year deal, he would have got paid the same amount of money that he's getting paid now. But he would have guaranteed himself 2 more years. But he wanted a 4-year deal. Why? Because in football, you need security, man. Short-term deals don't mean shit. All right? Your motherfucking ass go out there, your whole fucking kneecap gets blown the fuck off, and you ain't playing no more. 31 million ain't shit after taxes. So Dak right now, 26 years old, 4,900 yards passing, over 30 tubs thrown. Iron Man ain't never missed a fucking game. Played on a damn scholarship for Jerry Jones, showing that he's loyal to the soil and all that crazy shit. Ain't getting shit. We're paying you daily pay rate up in this motherfucker. You walk up in this damn warehouse and we pay you at the end of the day. Pick up these boxes of shit, sweep up this floor of this motherfucker, take your 30-minute lunch, bring your ass back on time, and we will cut you a $60 check. That's what's going on with Dak, man. Fuck all of that. Okay? That's fucked up. And for you guys walking around talking about what a black man ain't worth, y'all ain't shit for that. Because you're finding out you're not worth much during the pandemic. They don't need your ass if they ain't no business. Okay? If Dak signs all these damn franchise tags for 5 years in a row, he'll probably get like 130 million. But that's risky. Every year you could get hurt. So he plays 1 year, don't get hurt. He's already played 4 years without getting hurt already. That's why he deserves his money. I've already played 4 fucking years, played 16 games, never got hurt. How much luck do you have and shit? When are you gonna fucking roll some dice and the shit is gonna be snake eyes? They're fucking Dak over. Okay? Now, Deshaun Watson. He's next. Deshaun Watson is the next cat that's supposed to get paid. All right? He's trying to get a 3-year deal. But if I was him, I'd try to get a 4-year deal. It's better to take less money with another guaranteed year than to get all the money and have a short contract. That's what Patrick Mahomes is trying to teach these niggas. He's trying to tell you, look, man, you better sign the longest shit you can because they're really not trying to pay us in this bitch. All right? And the owners don't want to pay no black quarterback long period of time. You can't name nobody outside of Russell Wilson and outside of Patrick Mahomes who has a long-term fucking contract playing quarterback. Okay? Because they're not paying niggas like that, man. Fuck all of that. Now, for those of you guys out there that are going to swear in your life, I'm just playing the race card. Let me explain to you why I'm not. The sports list on Forbes came out this year. The top 10 highest paid athletes in sports. Okay? We all know that you're probably going to be a soccer player. You're going to be a Messi. You're going to be a Cristiano Ronaldo and those kind of cats. They're making about 110 million a year and all of that. But LeBron made 88 million. He was like number 5 and, you know, the typical people. But let me tell you who was number 9 on the list of 10. The number 9th highest paid athlete, every sport, every professional sport you could think of. Okay? The highest motherfucker who got paid last year was Kirk Cousins of the Vikings, who's never won shit. Okay? His contract last year was top 10. Higher than Mahomes, higher than any black quarterback you could name, Russell Wilson, higher than motherfucking Aaron Rodgers, higher than Drew Brees, higher than motherfucking Joe Flacco, higher than any Ben Roethlisberger. I'm naming people who have won in NFL Super Bowls. I'm naming quarterbacks that have a ring. A cat that can't even make it to the motherfucking championship game in the NFC makes more money than all of them niggas. Okay? And you guys are talking about Cam Newton is getting paid what he's worth. A former league MVP in 2015 getting paid a base salary of $550,000 with a $700,000 roster bonus for $1.5 million, and niggas is talking about $7 million in incentives and shit. You better wake the fuck up. Okay? You got a chance for some security? Take a lesson from Patrick Mahomes. Sign the longest shit you could sign. Get that damn shit to be years. Because his contract, when it gets extended, $10 million base salary, man. But a $49.6 million roster bonus. That is crazy. That's $60 million. But that doesn't go against the salary cap. So that's the answer to you guys that are running around talking about how can you pay a motherfucker all that money and it don't affect the cap. Because we're not paying you on the cap, homie. Your cap number is small as shit. You got offensive linemen that make more money than your motherfucking ass. But guess what? This $49.6 million roster bonus will take care of the rest of this shit. That's what you needed to know. That's what you needed to know. That's why you watched me. So I can explain it to you. I like the fact that a black man is getting paid. Like I told you yesterday. 3 black men got broke the fuck off yesterday. Okay? And I mean in a good way. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Colin Kaepernick. The cat who you swear on your life ain't doing good. Disney signed a multi-million-dollar first look deal with his ass. They're going to have a mini-series based on his childhood. The cat is paid by Nike and he's paid by Disney. He's not tripping. And the last guy, Bubba Wallace, signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Beats by Dre. I'm happy as shit. Black folks is getting this bag And all you racist motherfuckers can't do shit but come up with a fucking excuse. Okay? So I want to make that shit clear. Patrick Mahomes' contract is lit, but it ain't lit. It's lit, though. It's lit, but it ain't as lit as other people in sports like guaranteed contracts and shit. But at 24, I think a guaranteed $144 million is cool. But he's definitely going to make more than that because he's already making more than that on a $2.5 million salary. So I'm going to go and see what the fuck y'all talking about on this bitch. Tony Dale in the motherfucking house. Tony Dale says, hope you had a good day. Hey, I had a great day, man. Spent time with the wife, spent time with the boy and shit. But like I said before, man, you parents out there, it is your obligation to make sure you let your kids and your seeds know the mistakes you made. And that's why Patrick Mahomes signed that baseball-style deal. Because his dad and his godfather played in the major leagues for 10 years, and they didn't even make $3 million, man. They didn't make no motherfucking money because they kept taking the short money. They kept taking the short-ass deal instead of signing a long deal because they thought that the bigger deal was coming. Bigger deal ain't coming. It's not. That promotion that they've been promising your monkey ass all these years is not coming because it should have been there already. You better start looking for another job and shit. Okay? James Walker in the motherfucking house. Wendy Lee Curtis, what's up, Wendy? You need to call your girl, man. Call your girl, man. Check on her right quick. Okay? Irasa, Chaza in the house. Big G Turner in the motherfucking house. Sue Grozy in the house. Michael Mathis in the house. James Walker says, wow. Hey, man. Trust me. Them NFL owners ain't just giving out money. Okay? They're paying Patrick Mahomes because that's going to guarantee them a brand new stadium. I'm telling you, if you can lock down that guy and say he's not going nowhere, we need a new stadium and shit. They're going to build it. Okay? Irasa said that boy's set for life, fam. He is. I just want to make it clear that you got to read something called the fine print, man. I'm just letting you know there's an exit clause in the contract saying in 6 years it's options. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't want everybody to get it misconstrued. I'm happy as hell that brother's going to beat Eli Manning with the highest paid quarterback, highest paid number in the history of the league. But $503 million is kind of hard to get when the boss can pull you in the office in year 6 and say, hey, Patrick, we can't do this no more, dog. We can't pay you motherfucking $88 million a year. We got to restructure. So look at it this way. Let me correct myself. He might make 503, but it won't be on one contract. Because in 6 years, when they come back and say, hey, Patrick, we done paid you, you done made $225 million. We got to restructure. We'll just do the last few years and we'll do another deal. That's not going to be one deal. It's going to be 2 deals. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Elise Levine in the house. Frank Prado. Frank Prado said NFL owners are cheapskates. That's how you get rich if you didn't know. Okay? You get rich by being cheap. That's the game. Let's get some free labor out here and shit. Okay? Amari Gross says, I heard a right-wing news anchor say that we shouldn't think America's white supremacist place now because he said Mahomes is black. He hating and I'm happy for Mahomes. He's getting paid for what he did. Like I've been telling you, man, this letter right here, this long-ass L, these motherfuckers are taking these L's and they're trying to twist these shit up like gang signs and shit and twist it into a dub. You're not twisting this into this. They're losing, Imani. That's why they're coming up with crazy shit. They're saying shit that they can't even fucking say again. I'm like, man, we're not listening to none of you motherfuckers. We got November the 3rd and we're going to get all you guys out of here. Then we can talk about what you want to talk about. They're losing. They're going to say all kinds of crazy shit. Okay? We know better than that, man. We know better than that. Tony Dale said, mostly with Jerry Jones, all owners are cheap. Okay? Tony Dale said Patrick has 2 years left. Like I said, it's an extension, not a brand new contract. Tony Dale says, oh, wait, you beat me to it. Exactly. That's why I'm here. Eric Hayden in the house. Monty Gross in the house. And Monty said, meanwhile, my man, you know what it is? Triple R Raul Rudy Rangel in this bitch. You already know. Christy Hurd. Eric Hayden said, I'm here for that check, Raider Nation. Like I said, we got to make sure Dr. Fossey stops talking because he's fucking up the season. Every time Dr. Fossey says some shit, they take away a week. Every time, I don't think there's going to be a season. Oh, we're going to get rid of the Hall of Fame game and get rid of all that shit. I don't think we're going to have a season. Oh, we're going to get rid of week 2. Every time Dr. Fossey says some shit, the NFL gets rid of a week, man. Y'all better call that cat up and tell him to stop talking, man. Zakir Muhammad in the house. Imani said Lamar Jackson is next. Oakland Knight get Mahomes when KSC want to play. Lamar Jackson is definitely going to get paid, but Lamar doesn't have one of these, man. And sad enough, and you know I live with a Baltimore Ravens fan. And if you guys didn't know, last year when Lamar Jackson played against the Rams here in LA and he threw those 5 touchdown passes, my ass and my wife's ass was sitting right there, and I saw that motherfucker throw 5 tubs in a game against the Rams and shit. I was there. But with that being said, he doesn't even have a playoff win. He done blew 2 playoff games 2 years in a row, and he don't have this. So he'll probably get paid around a little bit more than Dak, maybe 34, 33 or some shit. But he's only 22. Fuck all of that, man. Get the bag. I'm 22. You're going to pay a nigga $34 million? Give me 3 years. I'm 25, then I could re-up again? Shit. That's what it's about. Desmond Speakeasy in the house. What's up, cuzzo? Darren Thomas in this bitch. Frank Prado says NFL teams should be able to go sign 10 more players per team. The quality of play is much better, more depth, less stress on special teams. As of now, with the new collective bargaining agreement that the NFLPA has signed up with the NFL, they're only going to allow 2 more players. So there's going to be a 55-man roster, not now, instead of a 53, starting next year with the 17-game season. But guess what? The reason why you saying that, Frank, is because the NFLPA and the NFL players wanted to smoke that herb so motherfucking bad. They wanted to be able to smoke weed so bad. They gave up a whole fucking game and only allowed 2 players to get a bag. That shit was stupid. That was stupid. They knew you wanted to fucking smoke that fucking bomb-ass sticky icky. But shit, do I gotta sell my soul for the fucking shit? Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it to them. Smoke your little weed plant. We don't care. We're going to get a whole nother revenue stream. We're going to get paid a 17th game on 32 teams. Big bag. Huge bag. Okay? Which is why I say, Dak, get as much as you can. Every fucking black man, brown man, polka dotted striped man that's playing football, get as much money as you can. You're not breaking the bank. Okay? When you go to Vegas and you pull a slot and that fucking shit comes out, you're not breaking the bank. They're going to say, okay, oh, do you need a suite? Okay, do you want to have free tickets to motherfucking Wet Republican shit? Do you want to go have a steak over here at Gordon Ramsay's? And they trying to get your ass out the casino up in this bitch. Same shit in football. Frank Williams in the house. Pete Frank, what's up, Pete? Monty Grossi said only $10 million. Yeah, base salary, $49.6 million roster bonus. You ever heard of a tax write-off? You ever heard of a tax write-off, Monty? Come on, man. It's like getting paid in cash, man. Shit. You ain't on the books. You're on the books, but you're not on the books. $10 million, Patrick Mahomes. Right down under the cap. $10 million. But here's a bag, Patrick. Oh, don't leave. Make sure you go to the Hunt's office. Go see Mr. Hunt. Mr. Hunt told me to tell you before you leave practice, go up there and talk to Mr. Hunt and shit. Everybody's in the suit line getting their suit. You walk in the room, ding dong. Oh, come on in, Patrick. Wow, man, what a spread up in here, man. You got lobster, steak, crab cakes up in this motherfucker. Shit, naked bras and poles and everything. Hey, man, have a seat, man. Oh, I think I owe you some money right quick. You know what I'm saying? I think I owe you. Here you go, Patrick. Come on, man. These guys have been owners of the football, National Football League for 100 years. Okay? Imani Grossi said they don't want to repeat. Damn, 49.6 mil. They will be cutting them before that. They can't cut them. I just told you he has a guaranteed $144 million check that's coming regardless. Okay? You cut him, it's still $144 million. It doesn't matter, man. The dude signed the right deal, but it ain't a perfect deal. I keep telling you that. Black folks are not getting the same deals as the white quarterbacks. They're not. I just told you Kirk Cousins is the 9th highest paid athlete in the world. You can't even tell me what his record was last year with the fucking Vikings. I can't even tell you. Okay? Tony Dell said, bet Jerry Jones is kicking himself in the ass. Jerry Jones is definitely not kicking himself in the ass. Jerry Jones and the owner of the McNair family, the owner of the Texans, they're happy as hell. They're happy that Patrick Mahomes signed it. See, you guys ain't getting it. You think that the amount of money is what their owners are concerned with. The owners are not concerned with the amount of money. You are. The players are. Because you have been conditioned to believe that the amount of money is more important than the length of time that you're getting the money. Okay? The length of time is what they want. They don't want to be worried about the money. All right? So by Jerry Jones being able to pay Dak Prescott year by year, we'll give you $30 million, but we're not going to give you $30 million for 5 years. We're going to give you $30 million per year. Each year we're going to sit you down and we're going to talk to you and see what your performance is. I keep telling you motherfuckers, it's just like your job. Your job is only valuable to you if you're allowed to go there as long as you need to get paid. If you came into work every fucking day and you had to go to the HR office and sit your motherfucking ass down and they had to go through your fucking previous day shit to allow you to go back to your desk, do you have a job or are you a fucking temp? That's the difference. Come over here, Dak, and be our temp quarterback. Okay? That's the difference. All right? Imani said, is that essential? Wow. Sounds essential to me. Imani said they're planning to not play any bonuses. They can't do that. I keep telling you. Patrick Mahomes last year, he only made $2 million playing quarterback last year. You guys don't see, it seems like this guy has been playing football for a long time. Patrick Mahomes has been in the league 3 years. He didn't even start his rookie year, so let's take that out. I'm really about to blow you motherfuckers' wigs back. He's been in the league 3 years. He didn't start year 1. Let's take that out. His first year, this middle finger is perfect too. His first year as a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs, he threw for 50 touchdowns and was the NFL MVP. Last year in his second year as a starter, won the Super Bowl, coming back down 10 points in the fourth quarter, threw 3 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl to be the Super Bowl MVP. That's year 2. And going into year 3, he signs a $503 million deal. That's Patrick Mahomes. That's who we're talking about. 3 years ago, this cat was on the bench with a clipboard. Okay? You guys ain't understanding. This guy is the closest thing to Michael Jordan at age 24 that I've ever seen. He's fucking dominating like that. Okay? I'm telling you. All right? Wendy Curtis says, why aren't you on a sports agent, cuz you be knowing? Because they don't want me in the game, man. I'm the cat that's going to be trying to get everybody paid. If I was a sports agent, man, I would be walking in there like, look, we know you got the money and shit. You're sitting on the money right there, man. Give my player the motherfucking money. I don't got time to play. They don't want to fuck with me, man. I'm a different type of nigga, man. Imani says, show me in dollar amounts how black athletes are worth at their best. Those baseball contracts already seem sky high, so it's about time. Like I said before, man, there's certain sports that are more conducive to getting a bag. If you're a soccer player, you're getting paid more than a baseball player. I just told you that. Okay? You're talking about Messi and all those cats. They're getting paid $109 million a year. But you're talking about a sport that's a worldwide sport. You're not talking about the American football. That's the difference. Okay? Heather Riddle's in the house. What's up, Heather? Christy Hurd, what's up, Christy? Kenny Smith. Hey, Kenny, you've been very quiet me talking about your motherfucking Cowboys, man. You already know. We 3-0. We going to the Super Bowl. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to the Super Bowl. But guess what? You'll be swearing you're going to the Super Bowl regardless. Okay. Eric Hayden said Eli Manning. Felicia D. Purcell, what's up, Fee? Hey, black folks is getting paid. I'm loving it. I'm loving black folks getting their money. Okay. Tony Dale, the father of time is coming. Man, Father Time and Mother Nature are going to stay in this bitch. Okay? COVID-19 is the illegitimate child of motherfucking Father Time and Mother Nature shit. Time and sickness. Understand that shit? DL Hughley in the motherfucking house. Hey, what's up, King? I hope you feeling better, dog. We love you out here and shit. And continue to letting these motherfuckers know what time it is, because that's what I do over here. Appreciate you being here. The legend himself, man. Tony Dell said, no ring, no big, huge bag. Unless your ass ain't black. You need to add another line and shit. You ain't gonna be black doing that. You need a ring, and if you're black. Period is point blank. That's how it goes. Ryan Smith, what's going on? Hey, Ryan, you're a Packers fan. How do you feel that Kirk Cousins that's in your division is getting paid more than Aaron Rodgers? Come on, man. Something wrong, man. Somebody got some pictures. Somebody got something on somebody else up in this motherfucker. Michael Mathis in the house. Raider Nations for life. You already know. Christy Hurd said, fuck the Cowboys, but he deserves to get paid. Like I said, Christy, you already know. I am diehard Raider fan. But I'm a black man. Fuck all of that. I'm black before football. Okay? I'm not one of them motherfuckers. I'm black before football, before basketball, before baseball, before boxing, before fucking octagon, all that shit. I like to see black folks get paid. But I still hope you lose every fucking game. I hope Patrick Mahomes go 0-16 in this motherfucker. But I want him to get his bag. Okay? I'm like that. I'm very, very pro-black at the bank. Super pro-black at the fucking bank. Understand that shit. Toy Dell says, yep. Greg Mahia in the motherfucking house. Robert Nexus in the house. Roger Hooks in the house. Hey, Raj. Raj, you already know what I'm getting ready to say, man. I ain't seen shit. I ain't heard shit, man. I need to know what's going on. It's already July, Raj. Making that shit clear, Raj. James Walker. He said, if we're having a season, who do you see the Raiders doing? Hey, like I said, man, Dr. Fauci's fucking up the whole season of shit. Because here's the thing. I hate talking politics and shit, okay? But if it's going to affect football, then I'm talking. The guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. That's the scary part. The dude is up there with the orange motherfucker. And he's going against the orange motherfucker when he gets on the mic and shit. You already know they had a conversation. You know, Orange Cat said, hey, make sure you say this, that. He's like, yeah. He get up there, he just blows through the whole fucking game plan and starts saying the shit that we need to know. We're not fucking doing shit right. We need to close all this shit down. All you naked motherfuckers on the beach. All you guys in these bars and shit. This shit is too soon. He's right. So guess what? Every time he says some shit, the numbers go up. And when the numbers go up, the NFL's like, okay, we're going to cut a week. It's getting bad. Pretty soon, there ain't going to be no fucking season, man. Antoine Gregory in the motherfucking house. Tony Dell says if the NFL didn't have a cap salary, it's not baseball. That's another reason why baseball contracts are guaranteed. There's no cap, no salary cap in baseball. That's why my New York Yankees could buy anybody. My Yankees buy everybody. They're like, how much do you want, shit, to leave your team to play for us? That's just how it is. They call the Yankees the evil empire because we don't give a fuck. We will buy your team, and we will buy your girl, and we will buy your dog. We don't give a fuck. If we can win with you motherfuckers, you can come. Okay? NFL has to have a salary cap because of the injuries. You can't pay motherfuckers if they're not on the field. Can't do it. Okay? Tony Dell says, because I bet Jerry wishes he had Patrick Mahomes. Who does it at this point? Shit, that's like anything else. That's like the day after the Powerball, you wish you had the fucking numbers. Every week I wish I had those motherfucking 6 numbers and shit, but every week I don't have the motherfucker. Okay? Understand that shit, man. Wish it don't do nothing for you. Okay? Toy Dell says with a Super Bowl dub. You're right. Roger Hook says, can you explain white privilege between NFL quarterbacks because I want to use it on my page? It's basically this. Rod, you're old enough, and I know you're old enough because you're my business partner. We're old enough to remember one or two black quarterbacks in the NFL. I remember when I was a kid and I started playing football, when you start playing football. You had James Harris, who played for the Rams for a few years. You had Joe Gilliam, who played for the Steelers, who got hurt, and Terry Bradshaw was the backup. Okay? Then we didn't have no black quarterbacks at all after those two. That's in the mid-'70s. When you got to the end of the decade, you had Doug Williams, who got drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Warren Moon was, I'm a fucking genius. I'm just going off the head. Warren Moon was the Rose Bowl MVP when he was at Washington in 1978, which at that time was a national championship game. Won the national championship and did not get drafted by the NFL at all. He had to go to the CFL, went to the CFL for about 4 or 5 years, won about 3 Grey Cups, came back and played for the Houston Oilers when he was in the middle of his career. Meanwhile, Doug Williams was lighting it up, but he wasn't winning. He went to the Washington Redskins, won the Super Bowl. Okay? From then all the way to Eric Nair, who almost won the Super Bowl, rest in peace. Russell Wilson was the next black quarterback to win the fucking Super Bowl. That shit was 25 to 27 years later. Okay? Now you got Patrick Mahomes who just won this year. All right? So you got 3 black quarterbacks in the 54-year history of the Super Bowl winning a championship. It's justified because there's only 3 out of 51 as far as the owners are concerned. Okay? Rings, man. It's the same reason why your motherfucking ass does all the work and you don't get no promotion. Who else is up there? They don't got nobody else that they can look at as black as you. They looking at themselves. They ain't looking at you. Don't matter what you do, you're not getting in this fucking boardroom. Don't matter. Because they're going to say, well, how many other people were in here before him? None. Okay, well, shit. That's how it goes. All right? They're picking them. They're picking their own. That's what they do. All right? Can't get mad at that. It's like anything else. How many times have you went to a job and you knew you killed the shit and you knew you should have had the job and you didn't get the job and then you see the dumb motherfucker that don't look like you got the job? It's hard to prove, man. Racism is hard to prove. It's hard to prove, man. Very hard to prove. And then when you do prove it, they got an excuse. Okay? So at the end of the day, they're just paying who's familiar. They're just going to pay who's familiar, man. It's that simple. You could be the best contractor in town. If the people who needs their fucking walls redone don't like niggas, you ain't gonna be in there. They'll go to the motherfucker who's less talented to get him. They don't want your ass in the house. Now, pay difference. I just told you. You look at the top paid quarterbacks. This is what you need to do, Raj. Go to Google. Put in the top paid quarterbacks of last season. Not right now. Last season. You will see the usual suspects. You will see Aaron Rodgers. You will see Tom Brady. You will see Matt Stafford and all these other guys. So once you see those lists, figure out where the black people are outside of Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl. Russell Wilson will be in that. You go down and you look and you find the next black name in the top 10. Then you cross-reference who won Super Bowls in their career. And I will tell you that only about 4 or 5 of those players have won Super Bowls. The rest of them have never won shit. They're never in the playoffs. They don't win playoffs. And they're making more money than players that actually are playing better than they are that are different races. That's simple. That's simple. Okay? That's how I would do it. Felicia D. Purcell said people forget what Doug did. Then he disappeared. No love. Like I said, man, my wife's from Baltimore City, not Baltimore County, Maryland. From the wire, from the Be More Careful. And I'm going to tell you this shit right now, man. For a lot of years, after the Baltimore Colts left in the middle of the night in 1981 to go to fucking Indianapolis, there was no football team in Baltimore until 96 when the Browns came and they changed the name from the Browns into the Ravens, and they kept the team over there in Cleveland and kept the Browns name and all that stupid shit. So guess what? A lot of people in my wife's family are Redskins fans. Like her father's a Redskins fan and he's a Ravens fan, but he's a Redskins fan because of Doug Williams. A lot of people a lot of black folks, man. A lot of them. They're Skins fans because of Doug. All right? But when it came down to it, Doug Williams ain't in the Hall of Fame. Doug Williams ain't in the Hall of Fame at all. The guy that broke the color barrier when it came to getting these motherfuckers. He ain't in the NFL. He ain't in the Hall of Fame. He should be, but he ain't. This has been going on forever, man. They ain't trying to play black quarterbacks, nothing. You got to fucking have a ring and shit. That is leverage. Patrick Mahomes is 24 years old. He has a ring. Cam Newton, he went to the Super Bowl and lost against Peyton Manning. But he's a former league MVP. But so is Patrick Mahomes. But so is Lamar Jackson. Who's getting paid? The people with the rings that are black. That's how it goes. And I think that's it. But I just want to come in and educate you motherfuckers and let you know that 503, he's not going to reach that 503 in one contract. He's going to probably reach it in two. They're going to opt out of it. They're going to get tired of paying his ass. If the Bulls got tired of winning 3 championships twice, and they got tired of paying Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and paying fucking Dennis Rodman and shit, and they sabotaged their own team to never ever go back to the fucking finals in damn near 23 years. No matter if Patrick Mahomes wins every Super Bowl all the way up to year 6 in the contract, they're going to sit back and say, okay, Patrick, we've had a lot of success with you. Why don't you do us a solid and let's restructure this shit because it's killing us. And you're like, hey, man, brand new stadium. Look at all these fucking hardware. Look at all this shit. Look at all of that. Hey, well, you know, man, that's just window dressing. We understand, but we can't keep paying you that, Pat. Better understand that shit, man. All right, man, love all y'all out there, man. Understand, man. 3 black people got paid yesterday. Okay? Not just 1. 3. Patrick Mahomes, Colin Kaepernick, which I know you racist motherfuckers can't stand that shit. You guys are fucking ready to hang yourselves with the noose that was in Bubba Wallace's fucking garage and shit. And the last is Bubba Wallace getting paid from Beats by Dre. I love it, man. We keep the same energy. We keep doing what the fuck we doing. We keep making these motherfuckers change these flags and shit. We keep making these motherfuckers take down these fucked up statues and shit. We keep making these motherfuckers change the name of their sports teams. And on the 3rd of November, we fucking handle our business. Then we can celebrate. But until then, game ain't over. All right, man, love all y'all out there, man. I'm about to take my ass home, have me some dinner. Salute.